One normal day at Chelsea FC is what we ask for. As a Chelsea fan, we are ready for every twist. The week started well. We started with so much excitement from the performance against Liverpool to Chelsea announcing Caicedo to Chelsea having to agree deal for LAVIA, breaking Liverpool's heart 2 times in a row, back to back, and also Chelsea agreeing deal to sign Olise from Crystal Palace. But so many twists happened in less than just few minutes, from Olise to Lewis Hall to Reece James. So many things we're going to talk about on today's video ahead of the game against Chelsea versus West Ham match preview. Anyway guys, let's go. Yes guys, it's your boy SA again. Welcome to Fans Talk Football. Wow, like I said, so many stories we're going to talk about today, so many discussions, so many things on our table from Monday till today has been so many interesting stories, juicy stories for us. Like I said earlier on, it's always not a normal day in Chelsea FC. Not always not a normal day in Chelsea FC. From Chelsea announcing Moses Caicedo to the performance against Liverpool to ROMEO LAVIA, and boom, out of nowhere Chelsea agreed to sign Michael Olise, and we were all excited that we've gotten at least the transfer window has been 10 over 10 with Olise. But out of the blues, so many things happened. Reece James happened, Lewis Hall happened, Olise happened. We're gonna discuss them one after the other. Alright, so for Olise will be leaving Chelsea to Galatasaray. As at yesterday, news pop out that he had failed his medicals again, and it went wild in the Chelsea Twitter space. It went really wild. Why would Olise fail medical again? But in less than a few seconds, another news came out that was a fake. That Olise didn't fail his medical. He passed the first one. That the next day, which is this morning, he will be doing the second part of his medical. Well, no problem. And according to rumors, he has also passed that one. So that is Olise leaving Chelsea at the end of the day. He has been a great servant for Chelsea, I won't lie. Having failed medical twice, failed with PSG, failed with the Saudi Arabian team, and the issue, having problem with his transfer during when he was supposed to go to PSG in January transfer window. But as it is now, that is for Olise. Now coming down to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall is about to leave Chelsea, and it has brought so many reactions. Lewis Hall is one person that all Chelsea fans really liked because of the kind of performance he puts in game. For every time he has played he has wear the Chelsea shirt to play for the first team, he has really dropped at least a 6 over 10 performance. And well, stories coming out now that Chelsea has agreed deal with Newcastle to sell him for £30 million, and it has brought wild reactions from the Chelsea fans. Some says, why is Chelsea selling him? Chelsea are going to regret it. Some say Chelsea are selling a rare gem. Why, from other people, they said Chelsea won't regret it. I'm going to give my own opinion about this, and it's just my opinion, and I think it's the truth. To me personally, I don't see anything to regret. I don't see anything Chelsea is going to regret. We've had players far better than Lewis Hall, who Chelsea has sold over time. The Drogbas of this world left, the Lampard of this world left, Hazards of this world left, David Luiz of this world left, and Chelsea remain where they are. Chelsea were awesome. Chelsea has never felt like this player left and we retrogressed. No, we have always progressed. Season in, season out does not. The sales of any player has never affected Chelsea. This is Chelsea. We will always buy, we will always replace with somebody much more better. And if you look at the Lewis Hall situation, as at this moment, Luis Hall is not even Pochettino's first, second, or third choice left back. So I don't see reason why he wants to stay in, why he should be staying in Chelsea's team. Remember, when Hudson-Odoi was hurt, Bayern Munich came and rejected £70 million for Hudson-Odoi, but at the end of the day, injury came, and now we are trying to find a buyer for Hudson-Odoi. The same thing could happen to Luis Hall. I'm not saying he's going to have an injury, but a good price came, and he should go. He's not in Pochettino's plan. So if your pathway as a youth, if your pathway is significant to the first team is significantly blocked, and you feel like you don't want to go on loan, my guy, ship, move out. That's just it. This is Chelsea. Chelsea is not an academic team. Chelsea will always buy players who will challenge you for your position, who will even be better than you in your position. So it's fine if Chelsea is selling him. It does not take anything away from Chelsea's transfer. Imagine we've replaced Mount, replaced Kai Havertz, replaced Jorginho with far better players, replaced Kante with good players. So why should you cry? Why should you break sweat over Luis Hall? Luis Hall is not even in Chelsea's first team. I don't know why we always feel like it's a necessity, it's a must that we must use our youth. This is Chelsea, for crying out loud. And in Chelsea we buy. In Chelsea we want to win. You can't depend solely on youth. They will break. So if they feel that their growth to the first team is being blocked, move on. We didn't we sell Dominic Solanke when he was hot? We sold him. We sold Lamptey. We sold Livramento. Come on, did we retrogress? No, we did not. So I don't see reason why anybody feel like Raseno is all and it's a bad thing. No, it is not a bad thing. It's the best idea. Collect your 30 million and move on to the next person who will buy much more better player who will replace Hall with a twinkle of an eye. That is how I see. Well, one of the reasons why I think Chelsea is also selling Hall is because of Olise. Yes, talking about Olise, it all came out this week that Chelsea would be signing Olise, but Crystal Palace, we are not happy with how Chelsea came about with this Olise deal, and they threatened to report Chelsea to the tribunal, and I believe Chelsea do not want to go through that part again. We've been there before, and Chelsea don't want to go through that part. So that is one thing that has made Chelsea to back off that deal for Olise. It will have been a good deal anyway, but as it is now, Olise has signed a 4-year contract with Crystal Palace, extending his contract, extending his stay with Crystal Palace. That is a good one for him. It's also a good one for Chelsea. Although we can get other players. There is Shaki on ground, there is Kudus on ground, and as it is now, Chelsea is looking out at Brennan Johnson from the Championship side, who they will sign as the case maybe. But I feel Chelsea can do much better in the transfer market. If we are losing Michael Olise, then and Pochettino feels it's necessary to still sign an attacking midfielder, then we can always go for Shaki, or we go for Kudus, or any other person they feel will be better. But if they are not signing, I tell you, we are far good. Well, Captain Reece James is injured again. We all thought that in the game against Liverpool, when we saw him holding his leg and he was changed by Good, so everybody knew that this guy is injured, but only for Pochettino to quench the fire, to tell he wasn't injured, he was tired, he's just coming from an injury, and needs to be managed. But according to reports now, Reece James is injured, and fresh hamstring injury, and would undergo a scan today to know the extent of the injury. I tell you, this is not a good thing. Chelsea captains over the years has played week in, week out, and if Reece James injury continue, I tell you, it will end up like the likes of Wilshere, and it's not really good. I just hope that this scan will come out good and he is not injured, because he trained yesterday he trained yesterday. From the videos we saw, he trained yesterday, so I don't see a reason why they would say he pick up a knock all of a sudden. But it is what it is. I feel pity for Reece James because this was supposed to be his season, but anyhow it is, Chelsea has a very good replacement in Malo Gusto. You saw Malo Gusto when he came in for Reece James in the Liverpool game. He was exceptional. He was really excellent. And in the preseason, if you watch him closely in the preseason, you would see how he is a perfect replacement for Reece James going forward. Well, Chelsea versus West Ham game. It's a game that would be very interesting. The last time we played with West Ham, last season we won 2-1 and 1-1. It's always an evenly contested London derby, and this time around, West Ham selling their captain and for 100+ million, and Chelsea buying Caicedo for 100+ million. That is going to be very too funny side. And with Chelsea new formation, with Chelsea new players, and I think, and if Chelsea had actually if Chelsea can actually complete the deal for ROMEO LAVIA, then I think we should see a brand new midfield from the one that played against Liverpool. Except from Reece James injury rumor that we hear, I don't think any new injury has come, and I really want to see how Pochettino would do against a team like West Ham, who always like to sit back, defend, and I want to see what our attack will do, what Mudryk will do, what Sterling can do, what Jackson rather, what he can really do. So I think we can actually do better from what we saw against Liverpool, and we should also know how to take our chances, know how to finish the game. Just take your chance, and I like to see what Jackson can do against the West Ham side, who is not that whose defense are not as strong as the Liverpool side, permit me to say. But I just want to see how he would fare in that game. So for the formation, I think Chelsea will continue with a 4-3-3. We go with a 4-3-3 formation this time around, and with the back line with James out, we will still go with Kowi and Thiago Silva, then Malo Gusto and Ben Chilwell will lead the defense. Then in the midfield, we can now see the pivot if LAVIA is available, then it could be LAVIA, Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Then in the flanks, Mudryk and Sterling, or Mudryk and Noni Madueke. That's what I want, Mudryk and Noni Madueke. Then Jackson, yes, Jackson should lead the attack for Chelsea, and I tell you, that attack should actually blow West Ham away. That attack should actually blow West Ham away. And talking about from the goalkeeping part, Robert Sanchez will be taking Kepa's #1 jersey for this season. You know, Robert Sanchez had already a jersey number, but since Kepa has left, he felt it's right, and Chelsea are also backing him for him to take the #1 jersey. So I would love to see how much he has improved since he comes to Chelsea. That game, if we actually hold our own against this West Ham side, it should be a wash away, at least 2-0, 3-0 for Chelsea. It shouldn't be a difficult one. Although going to the London stadium, the Olympic Stadium, to play West Ham has always been a tricky one. The last time out we played there, I think we drew 1-1. So I believe we can do better this time around, as the case may be. Anyway, this is just the roundup from Monday till today about Chelsea and the match preview, Chelsea versus West Ham match preview on Sunday. I just hope we come out without injury and with 3 points at the end of the day. I'd like to get your comments on this video. What do you think? And also, if this is your first time here on our channel, do not forget to click the subscribe button, click the bell icon too, to get notified whenever we drop in new videos.